It's Sunday, November 16th, 2025, and as the sun rises over cities and towns across the country, millions of people are starting their day. Some are planning a relaxing morning at home, while others are getting ready for work, school, or travel. But no matter where you are, or what your plans may be, there's one thing that can change everything in an instant: the weather. Today, the weather is taking us on a wild ride across the country. From the Pacific Northwest to the Atlantic coast, shifting weather systems are making their presence felt. Some regions are waking up to clear blue skies, while others are bracing for storms, heavy rain, or even snow. The atmosphere is in constant motion, and that means surprises are always possible. One minute it's sunny and warm, and you're reaching for your sunglasses. The next, dark clouds roll in, and you're scrambling for an umbrella or even a snow shovel. Weather can change quickly, sometimes with little warning, and those changes can have a big impact on your day. That's why staying informed about the forecast is crucial. Whether you're checking the morning news, scrolling through a weather app, or listening to updates on the radio, knowing what's coming helps you make better decisions. It's not just about convenience, it's about safety, too. The United States is a vast country, and it's not unusual to see a multitude of weather patterns happening at once. While one region basks in record warmth and sunshine, another might be digging out from a winter storm or dealing with icy roads. In some places, people are wearing shorts and t-shirts, while in others, they're bundling up in heavy coats and boots. These contrasts can be dramatic, and they highlight just how important it is to pay attention to local forecasts. Understanding these patterns helps you plan ahead, stay safe, and prepare for emergencies. Maybe you need to reschedule a trip, stock up on supplies, or make sure your home is ready for severe weather. Being prepared can make all the difference when conditions change suddenly. Over the next few weeks, we're expecting a series of major weather events. Powerful storms could bring damaging winds and flooding rains to some areas, while others may see heavy mountain snow piling up. There's even the potential for a polar vortex disruption, which could send a blast of Arctic air plunging southward, affecting millions of people. If that happens, we could see a dramatic shift from the current warmth to frigid, bone-chilling cold. Temperatures could drop rapidly, catching people off guard and creating hazardous conditions on roads and sidewalks. It's a reminder that weather is always changing, and sometimes those changes are extreme. Our job is to break down what's happening in the atmosphere and explain what's ahead, so you know what to expect. We'll help you understand the science behind the forecasts, what the models are showing, and how you can use that information to stay safe and make smart choices for yourself and your family. So, as we look ahead to the coming days and weeks, let's dive into the details together and see what's on the horizon. Whether you're planning a big event, a simple outing, or just want to be ready for whatever comes your way, understanding the weather is the first step to being prepared. Weather whiplash is the story this weekend. A heat dome is shattering records in the central and southern U.S., Chicago in the 70s, Texas in the 90s. But this warmth is fueling moisture for heavy rain later in the week. Meanwhile, the Northeast is seeing its first snowflakes, with northern Maine expecting up to 4 inches. Major cities like Boston and New York get rain, not snow, for a damp, chilly weekend. This contrast, record heat in one region, snow in another, shows just how volatile our weather is as we shift from fall to winter. The stage is set for an active, unpredictable pattern ahead. All eyes are on California as a powerful Pacific storm brings heavy rain and flash flooding. Central and Southern California, including Los Angeles, face rapid flooding risks, especially in burn-scar areas. Some spots could see up to 4 more inches of rain, raising the threat of mudslides and debris flows. In the Sierras, heavy snow is piling up, good for water supply, but dangerous for travel. This storm won't fade. It's heading east, carrying its moisture and energy across the country. What starts as flooding in California will soon fuel severe weather in the southern plains and heavy rain in the Midwest. This is just the beginning of a very active weather pattern. Stay alert as the impacts spread nationwide. As the California storm moves east, it reorganizes over the southern plains, setting up a severe weather outbreak. By Thursday, cities like Oklahoma City, Dallas, and Little Rock face threats of large hail, damaging winds, and possible tornadoes. The severe weather shifts toward the Gulf Coast by Friday, with New Orleans and Mobile in the crosshairs. Meanwhile, the Midwest and Great Lakes get cold rain, maybe some snow. By Saturday, the storm exits the East Coast, leaving a trail of impacts from coast to coast. This event shows how interconnected and fast-changing our weather can be. Now, let's talk about the polar vortex, a major player about to shake up the forecast. Normally, this spinning mass of Arctic air stays locked up north, but sometimes it gets disrupted by sudden stratospheric warming. When that happens, frigid air can break loose and plunge south. That's what our models show for late November. A polar vortex disruption sending Arctic air into North America. Alaska feels it first, but the real impact comes as this cold surges into the lower 48. Expect dramatic temperature swings and a possible record-breaking cold start to December. This pattern could mean a memorable, icy launch to winter. The vortex is wobbling. Get ready for a big chill. The polar vortex disruption sets the stage for one of the coldest Decembers in years. A negative eastern Pacific oscillation blocks mild Pacific air, opening the door for Arctic cold to flood south. By early December, Western Canada will see temperatures up to 50 degrees below normal, amplified by deep snowpack. This dense, Siberian air will surge into the U.S., ending the warmth and plunging temperatures across the plains, Midwest, and East. Some models suggest another, even colder push closer to the holidays. We could see a prolonged period of bitter cold, with major impacts on heating, travel, and storm potential. Prepare for a December that rivals the coldest in recent memory. Why are meteorologists so confident about this upcoming cold blast? The answer lies in a fascinating chain of events that starts thousands of miles away, in the vast frozen expanses of Siberia and Canada. Each winter, these regions become the stage for a dramatic buildup of snow and cold, setting the scene for weather patterns that can reach all the way to North America. It all begins with the early and widespread snow cover that blankets Siberia and Canada. When these areas are covered in deep snow by early autumn, it acts like a giant refrigerator, cooling the air above and creating a massive reservoir of frigid, dense air. This deep snowpack doesn't just sit there, it intensifies the cold, allowing temperatures to plunge well below zero. The thicker and more widespread the snow, the colder and denser the air becomes, setting the stage for dramatic weather shifts. This year, the snow cover across Russia has been especially impressive, doubling in size from October to November. That's a clear signal that the cold air reservoir is larger and more potent than usual, and it's a key sign that the atmosphere is primed for a strong cross-polar flow. Cross-polar flow is a powerful wind current that can transport this frigid air directly from Siberia, over the North Pole, and into North America. When this flow is strong, it acts like a conveyor belt, delivering cold air masses right into the heart of the continent. When the polar vortex, a swirling mass of cold air high above the Arctic, becomes disrupted or breaks apart, it opens a direct pathway for this dense, icy air to surge southward. This year, with the vortex showing signs of instability, the stage is set for a major cold outbreak. The result? A much higher chance for significant snow and bitter cold across large portions of the United States. Cities and towns from the Midwest to the Northeast could see frequent snowfalls and prolonged cold snaps, making this winter one to remember. Even regions that rarely see snow, like Texas and Tennessee, could experience unusual winter weather. When the cross-polar flow is strong, cold air can reach deep into the southern states, bringing snow and ice to places that are more accustomed to mild winters. The southeast, however, may escape the worst of the cold and snow, thanks to a persistent ridge of high pressure that tends to keep warmer, drier air in place. This atmospheric barrier can shield the region from the harshest impacts, offering a brief respite from winter's grip. But for most of the country, the outlook is clear. A cold, snowy start to winter is on the way. From bustling cities to quiet rural towns, millions will need to prepare for challenging conditions. The combination of a disrupted polar vortex and deep, early snow cover is a classic recipe for a wintry December. Meteorologists are watching these signals closely, and all signs point to a season of frequent snowstorms and icy blasts. So, get ready for widespread snow and ice. Whether you're in the far north or the deep south, this winter could bring surprises. Make sure you're prepared for whatever Mother Nature has in store. Here's the big picture for the next few weeks. The week of November 17th brings warmth in the east and heavy rain in the central and western U.S. Texas could see up to a foot of rain, with dangerous flooding possible. The Midwest gets soaked too, while mountain regions pile up snow. Most of the country sees rain for now, but as November ends, the polar vortex disruption takes over. Arctic air will sweep south, scouring out the warmth and bringing a sharp wintry transition. Temperatures will tumble, and the weather story will shift dramatically as we head toward the holidays. Prepare for a fast change from mild and rainy to cold and snowy. As we wrap up this forecast, let's take a comprehensive look at what the next several weeks have in store for the United States. The weather is about to take center stage, with a series of dramatic shifts expected to impact millions of people from coast to coast. Whether you're on the West Coast, in the heartland, or along the eastern seaboard, it's time to get ready for a wild ride. Powerful storm systems are lining up, moving from the Pacific and sweeping across the country. California is already bracing for the threat of significant flooding, with rivers rising and communities preparing for possible evacuations. Meanwhile, the Midwest is on alert for severe thunderstorms, heavy rainfall, and even the risk of tornadoes as these systems push eastward. The entire nation will feel the effects, with shifting weather patterns bringing both challenges and opportunities. In Texas, the relentless heat continues to break records, making daily life uncomfortable and even dangerous for some. At the same time, the Northeast is beginning to see the first signs of winter, as snowflakes start to fall and temperatures dip lower than usual for this time of year. These contrasting conditions highlight just how varied and unpredictable the weather can be across the country. It's crucial to stay aware of the specific threats in your area. Some regions will face flash flooding, with streets and neighborhoods quickly becoming impassable. Others will deal with blinding snowstorms, icy roads, and the dangers of winter driving. Severe thunderstorms could bring damaging winds, hail, and frequent lightning, so make sure you know what to expect and how to stay safe. As we move into December, all eyes are on the polar vortex. Meteorologists are tracking a major disruption that could send a surge of Arctic air deep into the United States. This isn't just a quick, cold snap. It's shaping up to be a prolonged outbreak, with frigid temperatures and biting winds that could last for weeks. For many, this could mean the earliest and most significant snowfall in recent memory. Cities and towns, from the Midwest to the Northeast, may see snow piling up, creating beautiful winter scenes but also bringing travel headaches and the need for extra caution. Now is the perfect time to prepare your home and family. Check your heating system, seal up any drafts, and make sure you have warm clothing and winter gear ready to go. Stock up on essentials and don't forget to look out for neighbors who might need a helping hand. Remember, weather patterns can change quickly. Stay connected by checking your local forecast regularly, whether it's on your phone, TV, or radio. Being informed is your best defense against whatever Mother Nature throws your way. Our team will continue to monitor the situation around the clock, bringing you the latest updates, expert analysis, and safety tips as conditions evolve. We're committed to keeping you informed and prepared. So as we head into this period of wild and unpredictable weather, remember to stay prepared, stay safe, and support one another. Together, we can weather whatever comes our way and emerge stronger on the other side.